The internet is actually ridiculous when you think about it. Give little Timmy an iPhone and suddenly he now has access to a global network of billions of computing software and information. How is that even possible? How does that even work? Who even made it? Relax, little Timmy, because you're about to watch me yap about how the internet works in Gen Z terms, because this stuff is needlessly complicated. But for that to work, we need to turn back the clock to our primitive era. Imagine it's the Stone Age, back when Ohio didn't even exist yet, and we were basically monkeys with sticks. People were out here writing on stones. But then, some gigabrain, let's call him the OG Sigma male, realized, yo, what if you could rizz up communication? And boom, the internet seed was planted. Fast forward to the 70s, and now scientists were like, bet, let's link up all these big brain computers across the world and create a whole network. Let's call it the ARPANET. These moots in their mom's basement were basically gooning over the idea of sharing info instantly. How does it work? Packet switching. For the sake of making this less boring, I will use an example. Timmy wants to rizz up Tamisha. However, there's a red flag. Timmy and Tamisha are vibing on two different ends of the country. In order for Timmy to secure the bag and to Netflix and chill with Tamisha, he needs to find a way to communicate with her. So, Timmy cooks up a long letter to Tamisha, but instead of sending it in one big envelope, he tears the letter into smaller pieces and puts each piece in its own envelope to send separately. Why? Because it's more efficient that way. Each envelope has the destination address on it, so even though they take different routes to get there, they all end up at Tamisha's crib. Once they arrive, Tamisha proceeds to girl boss by putting all the pieces back together. Now we have the whole letter, mission success. In the internet world, Timmy's letter is the data to send, and the envelopes are the packets that carry parts of your data across the network. Packet switching allows for efficient and flexible use of the network, similar to how sending multiple envelopes lets your mail reach the destination, even if there are traffic jams on the way. It's a pretty banger system, and those monkeys low-key created the foundation of the internet. So these computers started talking to each other like they were in a group chat, sliding each other DMs at lightning speed. They built the first bits of the internet, connecting computers faster than you could say Quandale Dingleton's full name. The goal? Rizz up knowledge sharing on a global level. That's some real Sigma activity right there. By the 90s, the internet was out here rizzing everyone up. Email? It was the OG phantom tax, taxing you every time you logged in. Nowadays, it's completely free to use. Meanwhile, everyone was on their way to faster and faster speeds, trying the curve that slowed dial-up. Fast forward to 2024, the internet is straight up valid. It has everything from memes to full-on sussy conspiracies. So how does that work? It's simple. Kinda. Not really. The internet is a bunch of computers linked up worldwide, all doing the gritty to send data back and forth. Okay, we got that. But we're low-key sleeping on something called an IP address. This is the data used by your ops to identify devices on a network in a specific location. This was the standard for what's known as IPv4. One problem, though, was IPv4 only allowed for a limited number of addresses. Therefore, it didn't pass the vibe check. To fix that, some boomer somewhere clapped the bat with IPv6, which is what we use today to communicate with the internet so people like me can watch Ice Spice compilations. It's also more secure and stuff, so the ops can't blow up your phones. Not gonna lie, I kinda ate with that one. Nowadays, the internet is in the palm of your hand. You can rizz up your followers, get sussed out by conspiracy theories, or goon over the latest trends. All thanks to that OG Sigma male who first had that weird idea to communicate. From stone tablets to TikTok, the internet is the ultimate W. So there you have it, jits. Internet explained in the most brain rot way imaginable. Also, I tax my viewers now, so if you vibe with my content, a tip would be very appreciated. And I'll even write your name on my walls. For real, W Riz, on my mama's goofy grind set.